Hey guys, Corey Swergas here, and I've got Travis Aragon joining me before the live event coming up on March 11th. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing great, bro. How about yourself?
I'm doing really good, thank you. So, what do you think, man, about getting a second opportunity with Power Slap?
I feel very blessed to get out there and just show what I could do now. I went out there the first time, a little nervous, a lot of, anxiety, just a lot of build up to that point. I do have an MMA background where I've been, in the cage for, 9 years of my life, have over 20 fights. So, the pressure, it wasn't too much on me, but definitely went out there. I did work as best I could, and I lost by split decision. I don't really think I lost the match, but everybody in the crowd said, I won the match, but he clubbed me on my in the second round, and couldn't really do much about that. They're kind of working all the kinks out on penalties and whatnot. But I feel very grateful to go back out there and do work again.
No, absolutely, man. I mean, you talked a bit about your background. How did that prepare you for the first time to come into Power Slap when the lights, camera, everything is bigger than life than you've probably seen before?
Yeah, it's very exciting, man. Walking out there, I just try to pretty much just put them out of my whole perception of walking out there. I'm focused on one thing, and that's just winning and hurting somebody. I don't want to hurt them intentionally, but with all due respect, either they get hurt or they don't.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Like in terms of like, the brotherhood and the camaraderie and trying to balance that with, you know, the business of fighting at hand. I mean, just kind of what you alluded to, like how do you look at it? I mean, obviously you want to finish the guy and you want to win your match. Is the intent there to seriously hurt somebody or is it just to take care of business, get done what you need to do and move on? Like how do you mentally prepare for going into either an MMA fight or even a slap fight. Like how do you process that and how do you look at that?
My original intention is that I don't want to hurt the person, but it comes with the sport, whatever you kind of do. If it's MMA, boxing,
Hmm.
wrestling, whatever, there's always consequences to pay, in a sport that, you want to strive to that next level. And being a winner, people are going to get hurt, but my intentions are not to hurt a person. And, it's all, good respect to each other. And, I give much respect out to, my opponent as he's going to give to me, if he's, kind of just dogging me and stuff like that, I'm going to treat him the same way.
Yeah.
But the intensity of going into it is pretty intense, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Awesome. What does the day in the life of you look like right now as you're getting ready, to go out to Vegas next week and get ready to fight?
My mindset right now is I feel like a beast. Mentally I'm there. And that's, the first step for me is, getting that mental mind, state where I need to be. And I feel like right now I'm there. And physically I'm there too. I've been training just like a beast in the gym. I put everything forward when I'm in that gym and I'm training. There's no room for any kind of excuse. I put everything on the table
Hmm.
when I'm going, and this time now it's going on a bigger show. So I just intensified every kind of training aspect to go into this next thing right now, and I know I'm going to do some damage. That's for sure.
Nice, nice. I mean, you talk about being in a good mental state. What would you attribute that to?
Pretty much your surroundings, who you're talking to and everything like that. I got out of a pretty bad relationship for about, was in a relationship for about 8 years. And, you know, if, just the ex girlfriend, just not giving you the support that you need and stuff like that. It really puts you in a bad mental state, if stuff's not going good with work and, your day to day life, it's going to kind of go into the fight with you. So you need to just, clear the table, go in there clear headed and, go in there, know that you have to do some work and get the job done.
Gotcha, gotcha. So just kind of getting your personal life in order, making sure that everything is there, and have a good support system around you.
That's
Um,
it,
you know,
buddy.
we talked before we got on air that you and Robert Trujillo live about 17 miles apart from each other. Has being able to train with him? I know you said you've got a long history with him for a number of years, but has it helped go through this process of power slap, of having him there and being able to bounce things off of him as well in terms of the experience that he was able to garner within the house?
Yeah, it's definitely nice having that support, having just a real good, solid, bro backing you up. And I got Robert started in Power Slap. I kind of just gave him the person's name to get in touch with, and would just kind of evolve from there. I was supposed to originally go on the first time when they first had it back in March, and I got injured in a cage fight and pretty much fractured my face, where I had a couple of plates put in my face, and $100,000 later and stuff. But I'm
Crazy.
healed up now. I'm stronger than ever, and it's nice having that bro though, just to back you up though, because he went in the house. He kind of got out of the house, explained a few things to me, and I knew going in the house too, it was just going to be a bunch of egos in that house, and
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee if I was in there, I would have probably been throwing down too. I just don't like putting up with nobody's shit, and I keep to myself. But when you got to stick up for yourself and defend yourself, I'm not backing down. That's for sure.
Yeah. So were you not medically cleared to go in the house? Is that what kept you out?
No, I actually lost by split decision to John Kennedy, and I pretty much thought I won the fight, man. He hit me pretty good in the first round. I admit that, but second and third hit didn't even really phase me, and I thought all my hits were really powerful, and he definitely stepped outside the box every single time. And then lately, I heard that he got caught with the hot UA too, so maybe he was just numb and didn't feel my hits or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's funny actually. Where I live in British Columbia, Canada, they've actually decriminalized all drugs. So actually, cocaine is actually legalized here
Wow.
for possession under 2.5 grams. And the government actually it was funny, just last week approved an actual pharmaceutical company to produce and sell legal cocaine. So it's just mind blowing
Yeah,
where the world has come, but we're definitely progressive here on the West Coast. And
yeah,
obviously, you guys in Colorado lead the way in the United States, but we're definitely up there at par with you guys.
right, man. Yeah, we got legalized weed over here and stuff like that. In my hometown, we probably got about 30 pot shops, stuff like that. But
Yeah, yeah.
the world's evolving, and stuff's gonna even get crazier in the future, man.
Totally, totally. I just want to ask you one thing about John Kennedy because, like, in studying his actual slaps, he's got a very short windup, but he seems to have a real quick whip. And I mean, from someone who's taken a slap from John, how did it feel being slapped by him, and just kind of, can you just let the viewers know what his striking is like?
Um, the guy hits pretty hard, man, and he has a really good follow through. That's the good thing about John. He don't wind up too hard, but his human force power is pretty up there too. And the first hit, man, he hit me square that I think anybody could ever get hit. There's a sweet spot to getting
Mm-hmm.
dropped, and I believe it's right up on your chin line from here to about right here. And I believe he hit me so square. It really woke me up. It really pissed me off, man. After the first hit, I was just adrenaline hit me. I was ready just to roll with it, man.
Yeah.
Pretty much,
It, it,
after 3 rounds, I told I was ready to go. I had like 3 more rounds left in me. I had a lot of gas in the tank left, and I was talking to John behind stage, and I was like, "Bro, I had 3 more hits, and he definitely left, to bang out." And he's like, "Man, I couldn't take one more hit for me."
yeah. I talked to a lot of fighters, and they say the actual match doesn't actually start till after that first slap. It seems like something psychologically in their heads click in. Do you think that's true?
I definitely think that's true, man. It definitely woke me up because, I mean, I haven't got hit like that. Just letting somebody freely hit me. Usually, I'm defending myself. Bobbing,
Mm-hmm.
weaving. Shampooing hits, and you know, swaying away from the hit, not fully absorbing that hit. But when you get hit, it's gonna wake you up, man. And like, you can either take a hit or you can't.
Yeah, yeah. No, absolutely true, man. Let's transition over now to your match against Reece Archer. You're in the prelims on the March 11th, now free, which was originally a pay-per-view event on Rumble Worldwide, which I think is an incredible move by Power Slap to be able to continue to get more and more viewers coming into the sport with a top-notch quality production. Do you think the pressure is ratcheted up this time going into a live event versus a pre-taping, or are you still trying to approach it the exact same way?
I'm going in the same exact way, man. My mindset is just set on going in there and doing work. and I plan on going in there and just I'm knocking Reece out, man. Either round 1, 2, or 3, and that's a guaranteed. He got dropped on his last fight twice, and he kind of exposed himself a little bit. And I just know where that sweet spot is on his face, and that's what I'm gonna just aim at, man. And that glass chin is going to the ground, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we've seen him go with Azael. I think the more that we've seen some of these fighters in the house and see more fights that they've had, you can definitely game plan and strategize. You know, what tools in your arsenal do you think you have that Reece hasn't seen before up on that stage?
I know, right? Like I said, when I first went into slap fighting, my technique wasn't down, the power level wasn't there. When I actually got back home from Vegas after losing that split decision, I went straight to the gym. I was 182 when I got back in town. I just hit the gym so hard, took a lot of good vitamins, good nutrition. Everything got shot up to about 191, where I'm at right now. And my power level, everything, technique. I mean, I feel like a beast right now. And I just know going into this, you better be ready, man, because I'm bringing the heat.
Awesome, man. Awesome. So I'm assuming that you've changed how you're training. You know, like what type of techniques are you doing? Are you focusing on more on strength stuff? Are you focusing more on the actual technique and trying to hit the button? Like, what are you doing in your training right now that you didn't do going into the March event?
Pretty much just watching the house, how they did their training. Got a lot of information off Robert, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it's technique, man. I mean, power's always there, but they said speed kills power, so I'm throwing both in speed and power, definitely. And when I throw it, it's gonna be I'm gonna do something pretty awesome on that stage, that's for sure.
Yeah, awesome, man. Awesome. Obviously Reitz has been quite vocal, and getting into some arguments in the finale there, fireworks and, wanting to get up on stage with Jesus. I think it was Jesus, I believe,
Yeah.
that he was, melting with. Do you think that's going to play into a factor at all coming into fight week? Are you ready for what that is going to entail? Because there's going to be media day. There's going to be weigh-ins. You're going to have the face-off. Are you ready for what's to come?
Yeah, I'm definitely ready, man. I've been planning in my head already. I'm mentally prepared for this, man. And when I step on that stage with Reece, he
Mm-hmm.
has a man nobody like me, and I know I got more power than Azael. And I'm, the loudest guy in the room is usually the weakest link, and that's Reece right there, man. I'm gonna break Reece's spirit, and that's guaranteed. And I'm gonna shut him up. And if he wants to get loud all he wants, he could do whatever he wants for the camera. I'm fine with it. And there's no intimidation right there coming from him. I have like I said, over 20 something fights under my belt in MMA, and I faced some of the best dudes in Colorado, and there's nothing that he could even try to get me intimidated about.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've seen him strike both with the right hand and with the left hand. Are you worried at all about the strategy or on what side you're going to be hit on?
No, I'm really not, man. If he wants to switch it up and cause more damage to one side and jump to the
Mm-hmm.
other side, I'm totally cool with it, man. I mean, I know I could take a hit, and I hope he just brings everything to the table, and I know he will. And I'm definitely bringing it to you, man. But yeah, there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to sleep, though.
Awesome, man. So, I mean, what can people expect to see from you this time that they didn't see last time?
They're going to see a knockout this time. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm going to eat those hits. If I have to eat some hits, that's totally fine. I hope I win the coin flip. If I don't, I'm going to eat that hit, and as soon as I'm up, you better watch out because I'm bringing the heat, buddy.
Awesome, my man. Where can people follow you going into this matchup? Drop your socials.
Um, Facebook, Travis Aragon. I got a TikTok. It's at Travis11 Aragon, and yeah, that's pretty much all I got on social media, man. But my page is public, and if you guys want to check me out, watch me out, man, because I got a good slap, and hopefully I can knock the cotton out of both of his ears too.
Absolutely, man. Well, I appreciate you joining me. I'm going to be down there in Vegas as well. Hope to be able to meet you in person. Really appreciate you taking time out of your day. Make sure you stay well, travel safe, and all the very best leading into fight week.
Right on, brother. You too, buddy. Appreciate it, man.